Good morning, everybody. I'm going to try a little coffee thing this morning, I guess. Hanging out. No fire, so I can't do a fire chat. So we'll just do a plain old good morning chat. How's that? Just a little update. Things have been pretty quiet around here on the fire thing. That's about 76% contained. They still got 1,100 people involved in it. They're on active. They went from 1,296 down to 1,150 or something like that overnight. They're just doing a lot of mop up right now, but there's, 76%. There's still 1,500 acres that are considered not out. But as the fire was tracking, it was tracking east pretty much, southeast. So they started on the west end and they're starting to mop up. Some of the evacuations, I guess, has been rescinded, so some people, I guess, are allowed to move back in, but roads are still closed, and forest is still closed up, around the Bear Country there, Bear Lake. I believe that's what it's called, Bear Lake. Bear Canyon Lake. That's all still closed. The little towns that were involved are open again, but they're cleaning up. So I guess that's about it on that. Yesterday, the weather changed a little. It got a little bit cooler, and they were concerned about some of the wind, and maybe we'll get some rain today. It's supposed to be mostly cloudy, so maybe they'll get a little rain over that way. I'd like to get a little rain over here too to wash some dust off from all the aliens. Temperature's been pretty warm. It's been in the low 90s, I guess. And being a desert rat, it's not bothering me too much. Things just get a little slow, you start slowing down. Not as active. And I haven't been cooking much either because, it's warm enough in the camper without turning the stove on too. So just been surviving on this and that, which is a good thing. I don't really care. I made cabbage and sausage late in the evening last night. Yeah, I love cabbage. One of my best good things besides a good steak, of course. So, what did I say? Ribs and cabbage? I meant sausage. I don't know what I said now. Been more than 30 seconds and I forget what I said, so. Lilly's she's been fine. She just, I'll mist her down when it starts to get pretty warm inside the camper. I'll mist her down with a bottle of water, and then rubber fur, get the water down in around her skin and stuff. She's not sure whether she likes that or not. She'll tolerate it for a few minutes and then she starts hollering, but she doesn't really try to get away. She'll tolerate it somewhat. And then shortly after that, she'll get a little burst of energy, because she's feeling good and cool now. So, and then a little bit later, then she's back to hiding out in her little dark corner by the fan. So she just sits around staring at me a lot. I think she's upset. She's probably mad at me. So I don't know. I moved the canopy over by the windows on the camper instead of behind it. Maybe I'll get a little shot of that. So I'll get shade on that window, the one that's exposed to the sun the most during the day. I get a little shade on that side, so that helps a lot. And then on the other side of the camper, well, it's up against the trees, so I get shade that way too. But it still gets up around 90, 95 degrees inside the camper, so. And like I said, I think I'm repeating myself now, but like I said, it's not bothering me much. It just gets a little warm. I can't think of much else to say. It's been really, really quiet. I've seen no one around. Actually, let's move this over a little bit so you can kind of see what I've done here. I mean, like it's, you know, the most interesting thing in the world. I don't have the GoPro, so that there's no gimbal on this camera. So yeah, I moved it over there so I get shade on the windows. And then the solar panels, of course, are still sitting out here and out in front of the truck. Old Nelly, as the official name is now, Old Nelly's sitting over there. So, sun's just coming up. And right now it's fairly cool. It's about 55 degrees. So, you know, typical weather in Arizona, you need just a little bit of heat in the mornings and then air conditioning in about the middle of the day. So, Arizona. So, yeah, I think that's about it for now. Just a little short update. Happy day, everybody. Coffee time. Get a little shot of the hermit's chair.